All right. Hello, everyone. Happy Friday. It's Friday. Hallelujah. We made it to the end of our work week. What a long week it's been. I'm meteorologist Robertson. If you can hear me, let me know. Give me a thumbs up. Should be able to. And if you have any questions, let me know. If you see from the title or the description of this video here, we are going to be talking about storms that will be impacting at least the start of our Mother's Day weekend. Your Mother's Day doesn't look as dicey as your Saturday will look. Actually looks to be pretty good. And as we head into next week, the cold front that's going to be moving in here will actually usher in some more comfortable weather. So we're going to break everything down for you. If you have any questions, please feel free to let me know. We can get down and dirty with the forecast here since we don't really have a time limit. So any questions, please. I would love to hear them and hopefully I can help answer them. And we'll get started. And let me know where you're watching from too. Let me know where you're watching from, if you're having a good day, what your plans are for Mother's Day weekend. Hopefully you have some good plans to spend with the wonderful women in your life. And it's going to be some decent weather for it, especially on Sunday. But we had to get through the messiest of it first. Hey, Jim says, I'm coming in loud and clear in Port Richey. Thanks for joining me again today. Hey, Rachel, she says, some of my family is going to Adventureland this weekend. I wondered if it was going to be rainy tomorrow in that specific area. Okay, I'll help you answer that as well. And from Nokomis, Florida. Nice. So yeah, we'll talk all about the weather for tomorrow. And the thing is, tomorrow, I think most of your afternoon looks fine. It's really the morning time that we'll really have to kind of worry about here. Which it's Saturday anyway. A lot of people are going to be sleeping in, maybe drinking their coffee earlier on in the morning, but still it's an active state. Florida is, so I know a lot of people probably want to get outdoors earlier on, but you may have to postpone those plans. Let me see. Trying to get everything. There we go. Is it Adventure Island, Rachel? I just want to make sure. So I'm looking it up. I just want to make sure I have the right location here. But okay, let's get down to the forecast here. I was waiting for more people to join. I think we're at a sweet spot. So here's our satellite and radar. This is kind of showing you the bigger picture as to what's going on across the country. We have this area of low pressure, this cutoff low that is pushing to the east, is bringing a slew of messy weather, severe weather, tornado warnings, severe thunderstorm warnings, gusty winds, a little bit of hail, a little bit of everything throughout parts of the eastern seaboard. Trailing off of that is a cold front, and as that upper level energy continues to push to the north, that low pressure, that's going to continue to push this cold front into the state slowly but surely as we get into the next several hours here. And you can even see the rain associated with that front is already across the panhandle, so it's very close to us. As we get into our overnight hours, we'll start to see the conditions start to deteriorate just a little bit. I do want to show you all these warnings that are in effect. There's just so many of them. Not here, but look at that. Just crazy. A lot of tornado warnings, flood warnings as well in some parts of Virginia. Yeah, you know, not really the best situation. So we have a little bit of that on the way. We do have a slight severe, well, I can't call it a slight severe, it's a marginal severe risk as we get into Saturday. A small window for possibly strong storms, damaging winds, and hail being the main threat. But for now, we're very nice and quiet. You can even see here on our satellite and radar, it was pretty quiet out there. Here's a live look around town. Lovely. Just some high clouds moving in here, but it's a nice, nice day. Toasty though, but it's nice. Geraldo, hey, how's it going? Katrina in Lady Lake, Florida. Hello from Largo, says Ruth. And Rachel, it might be Adventure Island. Okay, I just wanted to double check. So we have a lot of theme parks in this part of the United States, so it could be Adventureland, Adventure Island. I'm not exactly sure, but thank you for clarifying that for me. Maxine says she has a soccer game at 10 a.m. tomorrow. She is in, did you put your location, Maxine? Because depending on where you are, you may not be impacted by rain, but if you're in Tampa, there is a good shot that it may still be raining at that time. And Sharon, Western Oregon, to be with her daughter and family. Shout out to Oregon. This is the second Oregon Oregon viewer today. I feel so at home because I used to work in Oregon for about 3 years. Not Western Oregon. Was it? Actually, yeah, it was Western Oregon. Not all the way to the west. It was Medford, Oregon, but that's besides the point. All right, your current conditions is nice outside, just very warm. We had highs today once again in the low 90s. This weekend, though, here's your Mother's Day forecast here. The temperatures will be a little cooler thanks to the extra cloud cover and that front moving in. Yeah, it's a cold front, but it's not really going to bring us any cold weather. It is May at the end of the day, so we're not really seeing a huge dip in temperatures. But it won't be as toasty this weekend compared to how these last couple of days have been. We have more rain to work with. Rain tends to cool us down a little bit more, and by Sunday, those temperatures will stay in the upper 80s. But 87 degrees, that's still very, very warm. And we have a bit of a breeze, but it's still going to be a kind of a warmish breeze, so it's not going to cool us down too much getting into Sunday. But check out that rain chance. I think we actually just bumped it up to 70%. Natalie's over there doing the forecast right now, crunching the numbers and putting in the new numbers for this weekend. We're at a 70% chance for rain on Saturday. There's a good chance that almost everybody will get some type of rain as we get into Saturday, mainly in the morning. And speaking of rain, it does come with a severe threat. I want to show you all this map. It is a lower severe threat. We're in a marginal risk. That level 1. This is for Friday. This is mainly for overnight. This is not for, I don't know, any time soon, not throughout the rest of your afternoon or evening. We're going to see any type of strong showers or storms. But overnight, we can get those showers rolling in here, mainly at the Nature Coast. And then through Saturday, the entire area is pretty much in that moderate risk for severe weather, or marginal risk for severe weather. Two very close words. They mean two totally different things. Moderate risk is a way higher risk. I know that sounds really confusing. It even confuses us sometimes. But a marginal level 1, we can get an isolated, strong to severe storm moving in here throughout the day. And I'll show you the two models here. Kind of a tough forecast because these models have been not really in sync. There's not much consensus here with the time as to when these showers can roll through, but I'm thinking mainly in the morning time. That's when we'll see the bulk of the rain. And then by your afternoon and evening, we'll quiet down a little bit more. This is one of the models that we call the HER, or the high res. I want to show you all this because the high res has this rain coming in a lot earlier, and looking at the position of where the rain is now is right over the panhandle. This kind of looks like the best case scenario. But this front is going to be slowing down a little bit, so maybe that's why some of these models here are kind of having a later arrival time than an earlier one. But this is the HER. I see most of your Friday evening quiet. But then overnight, this is around 2 o'clock. You can see a few showers and a few storms start to push on shore, mainly at the Nature Coast first, but they'll continue to move in here throughout the morning time. This initial line of showers and storms, this stops at 4 o'clock. Looks like the newest model here hasn't updated with the recent time. But this is for in the morning. This is what the HER is showing. So it looks like a lot of the rain, at least this initial line, can move in quite early when a lot of us are asleep. Comparing the models. This is another one that we use, this is through our weather system, called the graph. It's showing a later arrival time. A few showers rolling in here, kind of around sunrise. You can see this is around 8 o'clock, with most of the rain staying along and north of I-4. And then as we get throughout the day, showers look to still linger around. Of course, this is just one model here, but it looks like a few showers and a few storms. It's a better storm chance as we get into the afternoon and evening. We have more of that instability with the daytime heating, so we could get a few more stronger storms starting to fire up as we get into the later portion of our morning and early afternoon, if this type of timing still holds up. So you can see this still pushes in. This is around 2:30 in the afternoon, still looking like rain is present. And then getting into the rest of the afternoon and evening, we start to clear out. This is closer to 7 o'clock. Most of the rain is now pushing well to the south of us. Still a few showers lingering in Sarasota and Highlands County, but the immediate Tampa Bay area is overall seeing much clearer and calmer conditions. Still, those winds coming out of the west are going to be breezy throughout the morning. So this is just one model here. You can see there's just really they're not agreeing with the timing. For now, I'm leaning towards the earlier arrival just because of how close these storms are to us right now. So I'm thinking a lot of the rain, especially around the immediate Tampa Bay area, will be out of here by at least 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. There could be a few lingering showers behind that initial line, but that main threat will be to the south of us, at least by the end of the afternoon. And then we don't really have much of a threat later on that evening. That evening looks to be pretty quiet, still breezy, still maybe a shower or two, but really nothing significant as we head into Saturday night. And then Sunday looks great. Look at that. Oh, that's Monday. This is Sunday. You can see very clear, quiet conditions. A couple of clouds pulling off of the Gulf of Mexico, but that's really it. So your Sunday looks, your Mother's Day looks wonderful. All right, I'm gonna go through the comments again. There's so many today. All right, let's see. Derby party in St. Pete at 4 p.m. That's Brian, if you're still here, plan for inside. At this point, I really think 4 p.m. in St. Pete looks fine. It will still be breezy. There could be a pop-up lingering shower, but that initial line will be south of Pinellas by then. So I'm thinking 4 o'clock, you should be in the clear, especially with, I'm kind of leaning towards the earlier arrival of showers and storms. I'm thinking most of your late afternoon looks fine in St. Petersburg. Just keeping my fingers crossed for that one because, you know, Mother Nature plays on her own time. So these showers could linger around a little bit later, but I'm really thinking most of the rain will be out of here by then. Boca Grande or Punta Gorda planning to be on the water safe? Oh, is this just like, I thought you were asking me my opinion of which place I like better. Punta Gorda, those showers will continue to push further south at that time. Later on in the day. So early afternoon, there still could be a few showers down there at that time, but overnight it looks fine and your Sunday looks fine. Now, if you're gonna be out on the water, this is not really, of course, the best boating weekend because we have these winds picking up, we have small craft advisories, we also have RIP current risk because we have this increased onshore flow. So really not the best swimming conditions and also not really the best boating conditions as these waters will continue to be a bit choppy throughout the weekend. But it'll quiet down a little bit more as we head into Sunday afternoon. And you're welcome, Brian. Lisa, Port Charlotte, 8:30 a.m. soccer game. How we looking? You know, 8:30 for Port Charlotte. Let me actually zoom in here. Zoom in, zoom in, zoom in, zoom in. I'm trying to zoom in as much as I can. You know, at that time, 8 o'clock in the morning, there's still a good chance for a shower. Gosh. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to, like, multitask here. But there's still a good chance. There we go. Here you are. At 8 in the morning, yeah, that's when the line is going to be pushing through. I think a lot of the rain will still be centered around the immediate Tampa Bay area at that time, but getting way south, like south of Sarasota into Charlotte County, those showers could start to push in. And of course, it starts at 8, so it probably ends, I don't know, around, 10 or 11 o'clock. Looks like those showers will probably be down there by then. Let's go back to this model here, and let's go all the way down. You see Port Charlotte right there. So this one has a slower arrival, but I'm just thinking that it's not going to be that slow. I think this main line will actually be a little further south. This is showing around midday for much of the Tampa Bay area. I think this rain is going to get down there a little earlier, especially if we look at other models. They are way sped up compared to this one. So I would just say just keep an umbrella close if you're going to be going to that soccer game. You can see this line has the rain pushing into Port Charlotte around 6 o'clock. It's just all over the place. It's just this timing is just not good. So I think early on in the morning, early in Charlotte County and Highlands County, our southern counties, I think early on in the morning around 7 o'clock, I think we'll be fine, but a few showers could arrive a little earlier than what this model is showing. Probably closer to around 10 to 11, I would assume. Let's see. And you're welcome, Lisa. North St. Petersburg Community Yard Sales. Ooh, that's fun. So once again, at this point, most of the showers will arrive between this window for St. Pete, or for Pinellas County, northern Pinellas County. Let's get back to this model, actually. So you can see this has a lot of the rain arriving early, this high res. So this is around 3 o'clock in the morning for St. Petersburg, and still lingering around by around 5 o'clock, but you can see behind it there's not much left. So I'm thinking, it's just so like up and down. It's so hard to really pick a model and stick with it when they're so completely different. But this is showing rain coming in a lot earlier on in the day. So I think your afternoon for yard sales looks to be the best time, at least late afternoon, because your morning may be a bit wet, especially if you're in Pinellas County, in Hillsborough County, and pretty much everywhere north of I-4. Still very wet, still showery, and a few storms are possible as they make their way on shore. Oh, wow, so many people are commenting. Jim, umpiring, y'all are busy. Y'all have stuff going on this weekend. Umpiring 2 games at 10 a.m. and 12:30 p.m. Saturday in Oldsmar. Same situation for you, same timing. That's similar to Pinellas County and of course, Hillsborough County. This early morning line is kind of what I'm going with right now. I think, let's say 10 a.m. and 12:30. I think 12:30 you should be fine. But a few lingering showers are possible. I think that initial line will be making its way south of the area by midday. And that's what I'm hoping for at this point. I'm trying to find another model here. Let's see if we can really compare and contrast, because they're just so different. And it's a little frustrating because I would like for them to agree a little bit more, get some model consensus in here. And Barbara, you are so welcome. And I know I sound like a broken record, but I just keep saying like models are differentiating, but this is your Saturday. I would love to have a really accurate answer for you in a sense of timing, but the thing about these weaker fronts, they're really tough to forecast. When we have these stronger fronts that move in, especially during the winter time, they are typically a straight line of storms. They move in all together at once at a particular time. There may be some hour, 2-hour shifts and differences compared to models, but these are huge shifts. One model has this coming in overnight when a lot of us are sleeping, and the other one has this coming in where a lot of us are going to be out and busy around midday. So those are huge time differences here. But I just want to show you all both, just so we can kind of prepare and plan for both cases here. I'm being optimistic and leaning towards the earlier arrival of the rain moving through. But once again, there could still be some lingering showers as we get into the early afternoon around midday for a lot of us, even including the Tampa Bay area, as these showers continue to shift south. So just kind of going with the earlier run here, the showers moving through earlier, that's the one I'm kind of picking and hoping that one plays out so that we can get these showers out of here and enjoy our Saturday. We don't want it to rain all day, especially in the middle of the day. That's no fun. All right. So once again, I'm just going to go back to our graph here so you can kind of see what we have at play. And there's that cold front to the north. Now with the cold front, we can stop talking about rain. We can talk about what's going on afterwards. With that cold front, of course, it's not going to bring any cooler air in here, barely. By next week, we're already back in the low 90s, so it doesn't really do anything for our temperatures. But what it will do is bring in drier air. So by next week, We'll see dew points in the 50s, and that's very comfortable. As you know, dew points in the upper 60s are, maybe you don't know, but if you're in Florida, you're pretty familiar with dew points and humidity. We have dew points in the upper 60s, low 70s like we did this week. It's muggy. It is humid. That air feels heavy. Is that air you can wear. Now, as we get into Monday and Tuesday, the air is going to feel way more comfortable as drier air moves in here. So it's going to feel nice. It's still going to be hot, but your morning should be comfortable. And we won't see a lot of rain. Monday and Tuesday will be pretty dry, bone dry, pretty much, as high pressure kind of dominates, and that dry air really sets up shop. So Monday and Tuesday look great. Even your Sunday looks just fine, especially in the evening as that rain heads out of here. I'm forgetting that there's a show going on. All right. I wish I could get this extended version of the Her. For some reason, it's not. For some reason, it is not playing out all the way. I think that's just the latest model run. It stops at 5 a.m. But just once again, here's the setup there. You can see that spinning low. Spinning low, bringing severe weather throughout a lot of the eastern seaboard. And then there's our rain. That's what's ahead for us, and is already pushing across the panhandle pretty swiftly. So if it's already here, then I would expect it to be here pretty soon, overnight. But just depending on how quickly this low pushes across the eastern seaboard, it may slow it down a little bit more. So maybe that's why some of our models have this rain coming in periodically and slower throughout the day. But it's right to the north of us. So I would really expect it to be knocking on our door overnight when a lot of us are asleep, and then we can get through the afternoon rather dry as this rain continues to push south into the state. Let's see, what else can I talk about? That's pretty much it for me here. I'm going to leave it on the 7-day forecast so you can plan out the rest of your week. Your Mother's Day looks wonderful, especially in the afternoon. It's still going to be breezy, but we're not expecting any rain in the afternoon at all. Well, even in the morning, some low clouds can move in here, but it's looking very dry on your Sunday. So two sides of the coin this weekend, and the rain on Saturday is not going to be a washout by any means. Yes, it's a 70% chance for rain. A good amount of coverage there, but it's not going to rain all day. We will have some breaks. You can get outside and get your yard work done, or get that last minute shopping for your mothers done throughout some parts of the day. Just keep your eye on the radar, and of course have our app so that you can get alerts if storms do become severe, because we do still have that small severe risk in effect for much of the area tomorrow, overnight rather, and then heading into tomorrow. So just keep that on your brain. If you have any plans, just make sure that you're being safe and aware through your Saturday, and then you can enjoy this wonderful, gorgeous Sunday that we have on tap. Breezy but nice. All right. Let's see. All right, that's it for me, everyone. I'm going to wrap it up. I feel like I've talked enough. I feel like I've talked in circles, especially about the rain tomorrow. It's just really frustrating when models don't agree. And I just wanted to make sure that everybody understood that, you know, these models are just not agreeing. And what we could see coming to the area will probably come in a lot earlier than what is being played out here on this model. So you can't always follow one model. You gotta use your own best judgment as a scientist. And from what I'm seeing right now on the satellite and radar, it's looking like these storms will be out of here by early afternoon for most of us. All right, friends, I'm going to wrap this up. I will leave this on this live look around town because it's nice outside. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Enjoy your Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers and mother figures in the world. You're amazing. We love what you do. And I hope you have a great, great, great Sunday with your family and your friends. And get outside and soak up that sunshine too. There's going to be a good bit of it by Sunday afternoon. All right? I'll see you all soon. Have a good one. Bye.